world is big and we should explore. So don't waste your time. I feel like I need to use my past experience, to have a positive impact on other people and share that knowledge, because it's all about doing good work and caring for people. When I was studying my undergrad in Taiwan, in my junior year in college, I was working as a sneaker store salesperson. It's a part-time job for me. And one day, I was sitting at the warehouse having my lunch, and I had a random conversation with my colleague. And my colleague told me, "Hey, Tu, you look pretty clever. Why working at a sneaker store?" And she told me, you should, realize your potential. And then, if you can pursue higher degree, just go for it. So ever since then, I decided to study abroad. In the very beginning, when I started researching the job related to data visualization, I realized that in the US, the market is super competitive. So what makes me stand out? Off the top of my head, I was thinking, okay, so I need certification. I need a decent enough portfolio. So I started building these two things. And the biggest obstacle was I didn't know how to speak English. So every day I would just go to Starbucks to, just take some book out there and then just studying and just have to keep practicing. And every day I just had to remind myself, it's a journey. Fortunately, I got the offer from the Institute of Technology. So I remember that in the first year of my master's, my professor was teaching how to use a programming language to visualize data. And I was so intrigued by that. So I started doing some research and I started learning that software by myself. One day, I saw a job posting from Caterpillar. And at that time, I didn't know how big Caterpillar is, but the job posting had a list of requirements and qualifications. And I feel like I'm 100% in line with what they're looking for. I decided to apply and I got into CAT working as a contractor. So when I joined CAT, this is my first position. And as a fresh grad, you didn't know what to do. So the only thing you can do is to observe, right? So observe the dynamics, observe the culture. And then I realized that I do have things to contribute to the team because I'm pretty good at data visualization. So I started doing some sharing sessions and started sharing some best practices. I noticed that our team received a lot of value from me, and my manager set up a meeting with me and say like, "Hey, do you want to join CAT as a full-time employee?" And I said yes. And I remember thinking, everything is too good to be real. So when I got the offer, the first things I do is to send thank you note to a lot of people, like my warehouse colleague, the hiring manager, the professor. And doing that helped me realize I'm a very lucky person, because I feel like if I did not get that support, I would not have been where I am today. I believe that the world is not a zero-sum game. And if you give to somebody, they will want to give back to you. But at the same time, giving itself is rewarding.
那你看完这支影片之后呢，你就会学会如何制作像这样的折线图了。那在这个折线图
Right now, I'm running a personal project where I upload weekly data visualization videos online in Mandarin. There's a huge knowledge gap in terms of visualization, and I really want to fill up those gaps because I believe that knowledge should be accessible without any language barrier. Last December, I went back to Taiwan and I'm working on building a network there. When I was there, I shared how we do practices in a large corporation. Some of the people there, they told me, "Hey, Tu, the videos you posted were really, really informative." And they said, I opened their mind, and that's super important because I want to be that person to, provide support in the first hand, because I want to let them know the world is a better place if you support each other.